Hey, if you are watching this video, it means that you are interested in knowing how I scaled a 600 dead school community to 10,000 highly engaged members in 30 days only. And also, how I was able to make $7,000 in a span of 11 days. In this video, I am going to tell you exactly what I did and how I was able to achieve all of these results. And before you say it might be a fluke or maybe a coincidence, let me run you through some results of more community owners using the same system or model in their communities and generating massive results. The first one is Eugenio. He was able to make $27,000 in 7 days only. $27,000 in 7 days only with his own community. And I will explain to you exactly how this model works and exactly how are they able to make all of this money. Or take Jenny Hoyos. She made $114,000 in 21 days only, teaching how to go viral on social media. Or take Arigato Investor, who really smashed the market with $422,000 in 7 days only. And guess how many subscribers she has? 8,000 subscribers on YouTube. And she was able to make more than people having 1 million followers on their social media. And take Budget Babe, who I had the chance to meet her in Singapore the last 2 months. She was able to generate $500,000 in 1 single year. Or Frank Serapion, who made $37,000 in 31 days. Or Brendita, who made $100,000 in 31 days as well. And there are more than 50 people making over $10,000 a month with the same system, but I cannot bring them up all in this video. So now that I showed you the results, let me tell you this. As we know, there are 4 mainly problems that every community owner has. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, these are the problems. The first one is no leads or not enough leads. The second one is low engagement. There is no engagement in their communities. The third one is no paying members. So even if you get some leads, they will never convert and join your paid community. And then low retention and high churn. So when people join your paid community, they will churn so fast and it's so hard to retain them for more than 3 months. All 4 of these problems will exist to varying degrees in every community business. And there is always one that is the main bottleneck at any given time. And if your community is not growing, it is one or more of these things are true right now. And maybe you will ask, how do I know all of this stuff? So let me tell you, I am kind of a certified community builder with over 4 years of building communities. I have scaled my own community from $0 to $30,000 with 0 ads, 0 content, with no effort. And I was able to scale another community from 0 to 27,000 members, collaborating with more than 22 influencers. And right now, I am working with a multi-million-dollar community platform. And we are helping thousands of people monetize their audiences using the community model and this same model that I'm talking about in this video. And as much as I love this model, I know its shortcomings, and probably I am going to be the only one telling you this. So now that we have all the 4 problems listed out, let's see how our model or process can fix all of these problems with no effort from you, the community owner. First of all, low leads. And when I say low leads, I mean low quality leads. Those who will never do something that you tell them or will never consume your content. And the chances of someone like that converting to your paid community is dangerously low. And not even that. Many community owners like yourself have a course on their free community, which members have to sit for no one knows how long, and they have to learn, watch, implement, and then get the results. And probably then get the motivation to join your paid community. But the real problem is 99% of people right now don't even have the attention span to watch a 20-minute video. And you still want them to watch your 5-hour course and watch all the modules and then implement what you are telling them and then get the results and then join your paid community. And that obviously leads us to the second problem, which is there is no engagement. And the reason why is that true? It is because you're still offering the same boring stuff that every community owner is still offering. Course, community posts, weekly calls, maybe, and then the community. The problem here is there is no connection between you and the member. And also there is no time frame when they will join, learn this stuff that they want to learn and get the results. They don't even know when they will achieve the results that you promised them so they can join the community. So you might have seen that People are not even engaging with your weekly calls. They don't even join the weekly calls. They don't even consume the course that you have in your free community, and then they don't even like your posts or comments or do the stuff that you tell them. And low engagement will lead us to the third problem, which is no paying members. Unless you go into their DMs for a long prospecting with a no-brainer offer pitch, and maybe you are guaranteeing your left kidney to them, and if they don't see the results in 30 days, you will give them your kidney and you will give them their money back. But the problem is they're almost not joining. Do you think that this worth the $50 they are spending? I don't think so. Or maybe some of you are charging $27, some of you are charging $97, some of you charging a little bit high ticket, and they're still not joining your paid community. And if you really think about it, we cannot even blame them, because they are probably in dozens of paid communities and they know that they don't work. They know that they don't get them results. They know that a course will never get them results. They will never consume it, and even if they consume it, they will never take action on it. That means no results. And even with their community, there is no time frame. They don't even know when they can expect the results. So they have to keep paying month after month after month and joining your weekly calls and then consuming the banger course that you have. But still they don't know when they will achieve the results. And there is no accountability. There is no one taking them from point A to point B and guiding them and giving them the action steps and making sure that they are taking action to get the results that you promised them before joining your paid community. And this is the main reason why paid communities doesn't work and courses doesn't work, because what most of you here are doing, you just combine a course with a paid community. So that's the model that everyone is doing. You have a Skool community and then you have a course inside your Skool community. On top of that, you just give them some weekly calls and some posts where they can get more stuff from you. And as I tell you, no one will consume the course, and even if they consume the course, they will never take action on it, and that means they will never see the results. And that's what's keeping them from not joining your paid community, because they have experienced that in the past. And this leads us to the fourth problem, which is the worst of all. Let's say you have some god who sent angels like networking clients who joined your paid community. Do you know for how many months they will stay in your paid community? The average is 2 or 3 months. That means you will only collect a small amount. And let's do the math here. Let's say your subscription is $50 and a member stayed in your community for 2 months. That means you only collect $100 and he will churn and you will never collect any amount of money from him. Ever. And that's why a lot of you fail from converting paid community members to high ticket. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. People will never join your next thing because they don't even see the results in your paid community. So as I said, the worst of all is retention, and it is so hard to retain a member when he don't see the results that you promised him. It is so hard to retain someone within the subscription model. And you can see a lot of people right now are switching from paid communities to high ticket coaching or maybe selling courses because it is so hard to retain the members. And I can say it is impossible to retain someone for more than 5 or 6 months. So how does anyone handle all of these problems? When I was trying to figure this thing out, I invested a lot of money on courses. I invested a lot of time trying to figure out how I can reduce my churn and increase my engagement and then increase the paying members. I invented a system by coincidence that all the people that I showed you in the beginning of this video are using, and more other people are using it right now. So remember when I told you about the community that I scaled to 10,000 members in 30 days? Can you guess how much money did we make from this community? It is free, by the way. Can you guess? Just give it a guess. How much money did we make from 10,000 people inside our free community? So, whatever you guessed was probably wrong. We made a soul-crushing $500 from 10,000 people. And you might be thinking right now the offer was so trash or something like that. No. The reason why people didn't convert, it is because we try to sell them the same thing that you are trying to sell people right now, which is a paid community. Because all these people right now, they know that paid communities doesn't work. They know that it is so hard for them to get the results. They know that they have to keep paying every single month to connect with you and then consume the courses and get the information that you are giving them. So the reason why we didn't make a lot of money, it is because we tried to sell a paid community. That is so simple. And we knew that because we asked people and then we analyzed the data, and everyone was telling us, I want the same thing I got in this free community. I want the same thing. And hold on, I will tell you, What did we give them in this free community? Well, everything changed when I changed my approach to the community business model. Instead of trying to sell the paid community that everyone else is trying to do and that has 1% of conversion rate and kills the whole mood, we just sell a challenge. And this is the system that we are using. And I call it the challenge model. So let's get back right now to the community that I scaled to 10K members. We didn't do what all of you here are doing, which is free course and then free community posts and then free calls or stuff like that. No. We just give them a challenge, and it is a free challenge. The first challenge that we have launched was a 14-day challenge, and we called it Fix Your Life in 14 Days. And before this, my client was doing the same system that all of you here are doing, which is a free course, free calls, and then free community posts. And he was only able to generate 600 leads or members in 8 months. 8 months straight. And when I came in, I launched him a free challenge. We got 5,400 members in the first 7 days. 5,400 members in the first 7 days of launching this challenge. And by the end of the 30 days, we launched 2 other challenges and we was able to generate 10,000 leads within the 30 days. This is what we did. It's not a free community. It's not a free course. It is a challenge. And let me explain what a challenge is. It is the best lead magnet that you can ever launch in your entire life. So a challenge is a time-bounded experience where you promise them one single thing and promise them to solve one single problem. So the challenge that we have launched was Fix Your Life in 14 days. We promised them that they will fix their lives in 14 days. It's not a course, and here is why. Because every single day we give them submissions, action steps that they have to take, and then we will reward them by the end. So that's how it works. It's a challenge, it's a time-bounded experience, which is 14 days. And when they join, we tell them that there is a reward. We will reward the top 10 people in the leaderboard because we are using gamification. And the faster they will submit, the faster they take results, the more points they will collect. And the more points they will collect, the more chance they will get to get the reward that we give them. So can you see what we are doing here? We're not selling a course. We're not giving them weekly calls. We are giving them a challenge. We are challenging them, giving them the information that they need, but focusing on the transformation. We are not doing what 99% of you all are doing, which is just giving information and you don't even give a fuck about their results. So a free challenge will fix the problems of the leads because people will be so excited to join a challenge. There is connection, there is competition, and every day we are making people to know you, like you, and trust you, and know your process. And this free challenge can go from 3 to 7 days. Yes, we have done a 14-day challenge, but from a lot of experience, we have seen that 3 to 7 days challenges are the most converting ones. They work very well. By the end of this challenge, you may think that we sell a paid community. Hell no, we don't sell a paid community now, yet. We sell them a paid challenge, which is a longer version of this free challenge. We solve a bigger problem and we focus on the main result that they want. We focus on the desired situation they want to get to. And then we design a 30 to 90 day challenge and it is paid. We can price it from $100 to $300 and the conversion rate is so insane. Just think about it. You are in a free challenge, taking action every day and getting the reward and getting points and being so excited that you are in a challenge and getting the results and taking action. And by the end, I just ask you 2 simple questions. Do you think you can keep up the momentum that you have built inside this free challenge? Most of people will say no, because they will not get insane results in 5 or 7 days, let's be real. We just give them some quick wins. We just let them know who you are and let them like you and trust you, know your story and know your process. And then overcome all their objections that they may have. So by the end, we just present them this paid challenge. And as I said, we ask them 2 simple questions. Do you think that you can keep the momentum that you have built inside this free challenge? Most of them will reply with no. And the second question is, do you think you can do this by yourself? Most of them will reply with no, and then we just present them this 30 or 90 day challenge because there is time frame right now and also there is real time urgency, and I will explain. When you try to sell them a paid community, maybe you tell them the price will increase to $70 in the next month, but do you think people will really get affected by this or maybe get the sense of urgency that they have to join your community before the price increases? I don't think so. But let me give you the example of a paid challenge. There is start time and end time. So by the end of the free challenge, we tell them that this challenge will kick off in the next 2 days or 3 days. So there is real-time urgency. They must go and join. They must lock in and reserve their spots. If they don't do so, they will never get the results that we promised them, and then they will never join this challenge because it is happening in a specific time. There is time frame. And also we can use scarcity here, and we can tell them that only X number of people are able to join this challenge. Just imagine how many people will convert right now when you use this real-time urgency and scarcity, and then you promise them the real results. And if you did a real good job in the free challenge, it is so insane how much money you can make and how many people you can convert from the free challenge to the paid challenge. And then we will talk about the retention. I mean, I also love the recurring revenue, but there is no system that can fix the retention and fix the churn like this model. So let me remember you of the funnel. We do a free challenge and then we sell them a paid challenge. This is the core offer now. It's not the paid community. The paid community is the next logical step after completing the paid challenge. So we tell them again, do you think that you can keep up the momentum by yourself? Most of them will say no. They may have seen the results in 30 or 90 days, but they cannot keep up the momentum. They cannot keep up the results. And then we just present them a paid community that will promise exactly that. That will promise they will keep up the momentum and keep fixing the problems that they may occur in the future. And then the conversion rate is so insane because they have taken action. They have gotten the results. And they know that they cannot do that without you, without your system. So the next logical step is to join your paid community. So let's get a quick recap. For the first problem that every community owner has is no leads. So to solve this problem, just launch them a 5 to 7 day challenge. Have one single promise and solve them one specific problem. And in this challenge, make sure that everyone is taking action, that they are getting some quick wins every day, and then have a reward by the end of the challenge that will make people join firsthand and then keep participating every day. So they can get the reward and get the result that you promised them. An example of a challenge could be, in 5 days, I will teach you exactly how to implement this system that I'm teaching you right now. The promise is I will teach you exactly how to implement this system and how to make it work for you. And then I will do this in 5 or 7 days, and I will have a reward by the end, which could be a consultation with me, or maybe I can give you $500 if you complete it and if you got some results. So that's how we get leads inside our free communities. And that's exactly what we did to get 5,400 members in 7 days only with the Fix Your Life in 14 days challenge. And the second problem is probably the hardest one, because the root problem itself is the paid community. And that's why so many people with even hundreds of followers fail to even get 30 paid members to pay them more than 5 months. And with the third step of the challenge model, we solve the recurring revenue or the churn. We just present them a paid community that will promise to keep the momentum and keep teaching them and keep fixing the problems that they have, and then they will just join it. And it is the same version of the paid community that you have. We just launched it a bit late, and this version of the community will retain the clients for more than 4 times the usual period. And now let's get some actual numbers. And let's start with the free community model, which is a free community to a paid community. So let's say for this example we have 400 members inside the free community with a 5% conversion rates from the free one to the paid one. 20 people will join the paid community. And let's say the community price is $50 per month. So the average retention, as we said, is 2 months. That means the LTV per customer is only $100. So the total revenue calculation is you will make $2,000 in a span of 1 to 2 months. Okay, and then let's take the challenge model, which is a free challenge to a paid challenge and then a paid community. Step 1 is the free challenge, which could last from 3 to 7 days. And let's take the same number, which is 400 people joining this free challenge. Okay, so we have a VIP upsell and we can make money from day 1 of this free challenge, not like the free community. On the free challenge, we can monetize and we can make money just from day 1 for upselling a VIP access to that challenge. So let's take a conversion rate of 4%, which means 16 people will pay a $50 for the VIP access, okay? And that means you will collect $800 from day 1. You didn't even launch the paid challenge and you didn't even launch the paid community. It's only from the free challenge, okay? Step number 2 is the paid challenge. And let's take $297 as the price of this paid challenge and the conversion rates of 10%. That means 40 people will pay you $297 and you will collect $11,880 by the end of your free challenge, which could be a 3 to 7 day, okay? And step step number 3, which is the last step of this challenge model, which is a paid community. Let's take a price of $99 a month, okay? And with the same conversion, which is 4%. So 16 people will pay $99, and as we said, the retention is longer because challenge buyers are engaged. Let's take only 4 months as a retention, okay? So the LTV per customer is $396. So 16 people will pay you $396, which equals 6,336 MRR revenue over the 4 months. Can you see the power of this challenge model? Let's take the final revenue comparison, okay? So with the community model, the revenue after 1 to 2 months is only $2,000, and the long-term MRR, no scalable MRR, because you cannot retain the members for more than 2 or 3 months. And let's take the challenge model now. Revenue after 1 to 2 months is $12,680. From the 800 VIP access that you have sold in the day 1 of your free challenge, and from the paid challenge, $11,880. And for the long-term MRR, you will collect $6,336 over a 4 month span. So that's the real power of the challenge model. We are upselling a lot of stuff, and we are making sure that we collect more cash and retain the members. So by this point, I am sure that you know how this system works and how it was able to generate me a lot of money and all the other people to generate a lot of cash. And if you use the proper systems and processes to do this, it is so impossible to not make $10,000 with your paid challenge alone. Will this work for my specific niche or my specific offer? And if it does, how can you really implement all of this and make this challenge model work? This brings me to the entire reason why I made this video. My goal for 2025 is to help many community owners to implement this same system so they can be able to scale past their $500 to $5,000 MRR. Because just since last year, we have 2 millionaires within our platform. They made $1 million in less than 6 months using this same challenge model that I'm talking about here. And you don't know how confident I am in this model that it can help anyone with an audience and with a community to make over $10,000 a month. With that being said, I have an insane offer for you. I will personally guarantee that you make $10,000 in 90 days with this challenge model. And if you don't make it, I will refund you the whole amount that you spent with me, and I will give you $1,000 cash for my own bank account for wasting your own time. And to top it off, you are invited to the best and most exclusive content creation and community building summit in the whole world. It happens in more than 10 cities every year. And if you work with us, you are simply invited to this summit, and you can choose any summit that you want to go to, and I will make sure that I will be there to meet you, celebrate your success, and give you this beautiful $10,000 plaque, because you just made a $10,000 with your own community using our challenge model. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and click the button below to schedule a free strategy call with my team. And by the way, if we can't help you, we won't simply make you an offer. And even if we can't work together, after this call, you will get a step-by-step system on how you can make the challenge model work for you, so you can be able to make $10,000 every single month with the challenge model. So go ahead, click the button below, and I will see you soon.